but I do have an eye toward what should we be doing, particularly for Mother Randall, Mother
Fletcher.
Fletcher. And I don't necessarily have that answer yet, but it is something that I'm working on, because I think that there is something that has to be beyond symbolism for those two women in particular.
Yeah.
I think as we think about how do we build community, how do we do stuff for descendants moving forward, I think there's a lot of different great examples of it. Everything from, and this is just, I've just given a list actually of things that we can consider doing at the city. Everything from like, bidding preferences for companies that are owned by descendants, like things like there's all those types of things. Obviously the housing stuff and beyond the apology. So for me, the one thing that I was committed to, since we had a community process and we've had a lot of people digging into it, not to make a unilateral decision on reparations, but to talk about the folks who are most impacted. I remind people all the time, I'm a Black man who's a Tulsan, who's mayor. I'm not a descendant of victims of the massacre. And so I think just like everybody else who's not as impacted by it, I think I have to, make sure I know my place, know my role, and listen to the people who are. And that's been the stance that I've taken throughout this process.
Well, I will say I respect that stance.